Good morning. It's January 25th, 2021, the day before the fourth annual Greater Peoria Career Spark. My name is Carrie Rao, and I'm the new Director of Workforce Solutions at the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council. I began my role in November 30th of 2020, and I've hit the ground running to carry on the work of the great Brent Baker in producing the Career Spark event for eighth graders in our region in partnership with Junior Achievement, Mary Pilley, and Angie Hauk. They've been fabulous to work with, and we have a virtual event in this year that students will be able to participate in, even though we cannot gather at the Civic Center this year. So I would love to show you what students will participate or what they will experience as they go into this event. So let me do a little walkthrough. I will share my screen and you can pretend you're a student, an eighth grader for a minute. Here we will share. So students will come to CareerSpark. Again, there are, it's a virtual experience, a career exploration student experience where students will get to interact with sorry, I'm trying to do two things. We'll get to interact with career professionals in the Greater Peoria area and get an exposure to careers. So upon logging in, students will get to see a photo or an image of this lovely exhibit hall, not as great as the Civic Center, but still lovely with the Peoria skyline in the back. Our sponsors here are highlighted: Union Pacific, PNC, Bayer, the Regional Office of Education 48 and 53 on both the east and west side of the river. It's been a joy to partner with all of them. So students will take a little walk through the external lobby into the internal lobby, at which point they will experience a welcome video from our sponsors and students in the region about telling them about what CareerSpark is. I'm not sure if you can actually hear the welcome video, but it gives an overview to the event and allows students to see some of the careers they might experience here at the CareerSpark event. Students will also have received an online login guide, or a login guide, and a virtual booklet that describes the economic impact of different educational decisions, what kinds of careers, what salaries they could expect if they pursue different careers, and highlighting different careers that are in demand in this region. So I'm going to close out of the welcome video here. You can see this is our internal lobby, and there are a lot of opportunities for students to click and interact with this platform. They can click to external links. This is the Illinois High School to Career link that gives real-time information about economic conditions in Illinois and job possibilities. Let's see if we can go back here to CareerSpark. They can click on a link that takes them to a booklet with JA resources and helping them walk through. It's a career exploration guide. Students will also have had input from teachers prior to the event, where they will walk through some of the questions to prime them for the event. So thinking about what kinds of careers they may be interested in and guiding them in this process. This is the link to the virtual career booklet. And if they have questions, they can go to the help desk for their event questions. And if they're having issues with their tech, they can go here. The interface itself is fairly intuitive. Again, they've received directions for how to navigate the platform. From this place, Students can either go into the auditorium, where there will be webinars that they can experience from each career cluster. Each career cluster has been comprised of a number of industry groups and companies that have come together to highlight jobs at their companies and in their industry. They've also provided content for students to watch and have webinars here that throughout the event will be running for 90 days. So throughout that time, each week, a different cluster and a different industry will highlight the work that happens in that industry, some of that work to spark interest in that particular industry. So that will be viewed here. If we go back to the lobby, students can either go into the auditorium or they can navigate to particular clusters. So if they go to in manufacturing, say, they'll come into a booth that talks about different careers that are possible in manufacturing. Here's the machinist, which takes them to a page. See if it loads here. Describing what CNC machine operators do, work expectations, what you would do on the job, what kind of skills, knowledge, and abilities you might need, and places that you can do your schooling. On the front, in the lobby, there's information directly tied to how to pursue education here locally at ICC, at Bradley, at Eureka, and other local institutions, University of Illinois, Illinois State University. So we've really tried to highlight the work of those institutions, and many of them have been so helpful and active participants in the creation of this content. So again, coming from the lobby, they can click in by career or career cluster. We have manufacturing, agriculture, architecture. Let me read all of it. Advanced manufacturing, engineering and logistics, agriculture, food and natural resources, architecture, engineering and construction, and arts, technology and communication. There's a business and finance section, education and training, careers in government, law and public service, and health and life sciences. So they can also go into the exhibit hall where there are booths. Just as in a live event at the Civic Center, there are booths highlighting the work of different companies and different jobs in the cluster itself. So they are arranged, the booths are arranged by cluster. So it starts by alphabetically, or let's see, looks like we've got architecture that comes first. Students can either scroll here, switches to government, law, and public service, business and finance jobs, manufacturing jobs, let's see here, agricultural jobs. You get the idea. Students can also navigate through career cluster or through exhibits down below here as well. We have booths for startup technology. We have booths for education and training, becoming a teacher, for corporate training, training and development specialists, and much, much more. I wanted to highlight a few of the standout booths. All of the booths are standout. Some of them are just in different stages of being built. We'll have them all completed by tomorrow, which is launch day again at 8 a.m. So here's one by some local businesses We've got Farnsworth Group, Dewberry, River City Design Group, and River City Construction, which have a number of resources, web-based activities, architectural renderings, architecture, engineering, and interior design brochures, 3D design exercises, videos that they can show what they've done, and many more documents that students can interact with and see what they do. There's also external links to these company pages, so students can find out, again, what careers are like there, what their projects are that they're working on, and how to contact local professionals. Coming back to CareerSpark now again. Students can go back and forth between the booths and the exhibit hall. Oops. So I wanted to highlight that booth. Because manufacturing is such a big part of our region's economy, we have, let's go to manufacturing. There's hands-on operations. Let's do hands-on operations, which highlights cabinet makers, CAT careers, women in manufacturing, welding, machinists, assembling, the future of manufacturing, aircraft assembly activity that are interactive. Students can really engage with the platform and exercises outside of it. Come into the technology booth. Information about Cisco. We've got a great pathway for students to pursue here locally through Illinois Central College in learning IT skills for cybersecurity and building. We have robotics in the workplace, coding tutorial, engineering technology, girls in tech, learning to code. So a whole bunch, interactive media producer, apps, how you pursue a career in advanced tech, a whole bunch of activities that students can get their hands on and experience. We have healthcare careers highlighted. We have literary careers highlighted. We have careers that, and this has all been taken from economic data for which careers are most in demand in our region. So there are resources for students to download that can use later. Pursue looking at different videos by cluster here. And there's even a gamification aspect. So students can get, there's a scavenger hunt. So students get extra points for participating and engaging in the platform. Students with the most number of points at the end of this 90 days, ending in April 27th, will win gift cards to Barnes & Noble to support career or other educational discovery. So there you have it. Though CareerSpark is looking different this year, and though we have hopes that we will be able to be back in the Civic Center for a live event, we've enjoyed the process of developing this virtual platform and have found that it's enabled access for students that we wouldn't have thought possible or in the same way. The pandemic has forced us all to pivot, and I know that I've enjoyed all that I've learned through this process. I'm excited for all the students will learn too. So workforce development really is about developing people, and that starts with our young people. So it's an honor and a privilege to partner with Junior Achievement as a member of the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council to bring this to Central Illinois. And we can't wait for all of the students. Currently, we have 3,279 eighth graders signed up for this experience, and we're looking forward to more being registered in these coming weeks. So thank you so much for showing up today. Grateful for you and excited to build up the next generation in the Greater Peoria area. Thank you.